Welcome everybody, and we are
You hit that like
fired
button,
up
please.
for another sensational college
I'm gonna go on
football
that side
matchup.
and
Nobody at home
and
today who
get
can
get the
stake their
cord and
claim in
drill it
this
right there where I
neutral
need to.
site showdown.
I
There's
also got a
nothing quite like a great
longer Ethernet
rivalry
cord in
matchup in
there
college football. The
that
bitterness,
I
the
can put in there.
intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a
Thank you.
result of what we're about to see in this one. As we
Huh?
see the #3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. Snags it quickly on the left. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. The Gators hit it quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how much you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Got the back over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in this.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the handoff. Got a little space. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. That'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll have it in plus territory at the 45. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Give him 96 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Pulls it in. It's Gore. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. The option look. And the Canes will move the sticks.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
And the Canes are on the move. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, but now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
Fast motion from the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now. Showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this off.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slow...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Air Force. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab down the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll go right back to the run. Open space at the 25. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run to the left. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense.
Going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Oh, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
Fair catch, called for and made. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he can go anywhere, get tackled, nowhere to go.
A A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. These DBs going to give a little cushion. They go to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
We just went in the half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Gators are in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fakes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The give on the inside. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Inside the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Gator. And that one will put him up here in the second half. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Dugan. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third and short now from their own 48. Pulls and fired complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this. And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
And, man, is that perfect time. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is currently ahead of this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 10 over Air Force. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Dumps it off in the flats. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the...
And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gators! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with a big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looks like he's going to try to return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got his man on the right. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And the Hurricanes in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Pressure coming. Scrambling away. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, on defense, these linebackers are trained not just to stop the run, but to go out and cover in space and make tackles in the open field. That linebacker shows you all of his skill set there.
They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. On Wisconsin, they're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up by 17 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. And they do it, though.
They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into their own hands. Looking for the two-point try. The snap sets up the throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Quarterback keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
He finds his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got it! Snowed under by the defense. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things.